It's another delicious day here in the Let's Make Food from Food Kitchen, and today we're making some Greek tzatziki sauce. So it's fairly straightforward, and I'm going to go ahead and prep as I talk. This is our English cucumber. You've seen me use it before. You can use a regular cucumber too, but I like this one because it's a little sweeter for this recipe. Get a box grater, and you're just going to grate it on the large side, and you're just going to grate the whole thing if it's smaller and half of it if it's a larger one. Okay, so just get that grated up. I've got some dill from my garden. I've got some dill and some mint. The mint is from my garden. The dill isn't because it's just I couldn't figure out growing it here, so I'll get to that eventually. Anything on top I'm just going to squeeze onto this paper towel because we need to get liquid out of this. Okay, so the goal here is to get about 2 cups of grated cucumber. As you can see, it doesn't take very long because the cucumber is soft and easily grates. Now I'm not going to get this little bit here because I value my fingertips. So what I want to do is get it dry, and you can squeeze it over a bowl to get some of the liquid out. Okay. And you can, after you squeeze it, if you want to pat it with a paper towel, you can. You can squeeze it in a paper towel, though that was kind of messy. It tears. The paper towel doesn't hold up like a cheesecloth does. So I'm just going to squeeze it like this and get out as much as I can. And there is a lot of water content in the cucumber, and the reason you do this is because of that water content. It would make your sauce very watery after a little bit of time after it sits. It's just going to be so watery, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to go ahead and set these on the paper towel. Then when I'm done, I'll pat it dry a little bit. Does anybody drink the juice out of the cucumber if they do this? Asking for a friend. Okay, I've got a few paper towels here, and I'm just going to go ahead and press down. And as you can see, they come up wet still, and that's okay. But we're just going to get out as much as we reasonably can. All right, that's looking better. That bottom one's going to be pretty wet too. All right, just going to get it in this bowl here. All right, now we can move on. And because I have less than the 2 cups that we're going for, I can use less of the yogurt, and that should help balance it out some, though you don't have to. If you don't like a lot of cucumber in your stuff, you could just leave it the way that it is. Okay, I'm going to gauge it by consistency before I add more. Okay, and this is all about adapting in your kitchen. If you're low on something after you started your recipe, just adapt the best you can. Do the best you can with it, and just remember to try and equally adjust your ingredients. I went ahead and put it all in there because I thought it looked just fine the way that it is with the amount that I had. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside. I want to zest half a lemon. I happen to have half a lemon, and I'm going to just zest it right on in my bowl. I don't know why I moved it. There we go. And that zest is just going to give it a little extra lemony flavor. I like the lemony flavor in a tzatziki sauce. I am going to use a tablespoon of lemon juice from this lemon half as soon as I'm done zesting it. Okay, so on that note, let's go ahead and juice our lemon. Okay. 1 tablespoon. This is going to be probably a little bit more than I need, but there's a tiny bit left, and in that case, that is of course if you like the lemon taste. If you don't like it so much, don't put so much in. Salt. I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Just pile it all right in there. I'm going to mix this and get those flavors going. I have 1 larger size clove of garlic. I'm gonna get that right on in there. Okay, I have 2 herbs here. I have fresh dill and fresh mint. I want to chop them both up, okay? And I'm not going to do them separately because I don't need to do them separately. They're going right on in at the same time. And I feel like it's more work if you got to do it separately. Okay. Oh, the aromatics in this room right now, so good. I started scraping with the blade of my knife instead of the back of it. Shame on me. Did you guys know that when you're cutting things, don't scrape with the blade of your knife? Turn it over and do it like this, because if you scrape with the blade, it dulls your knife faster. Okay, I am good with that. I am going to put it all right on in here. And would you look at that? All we gotta do is stir it up and it is ready. I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes before I actually serve it, but it is ready to go. Use it up within like 3 or 4 days. It doesn't last very long, so just make sure that you use what you've made as quickly as possible. I'm gonna give it a little taste. Adding that lemon zest in, I don't see that in a lot of recipes, really makes such a difference. It's like, bang, there it is. Love it. Thanks for joining me here today in the Let's Make Food from Food Kitchen. From my kitchen to yours, let's make food from food.
That's one boy.